Every time this fella comes to my office, which is once or twice a week, he inspires me. And everyone has moments of whenever they're not feeling great. And every time this person comes to my office, he makes me feel great. He motivates me. Because he's got a really, really inspiring story. He came from a country, whenever he grew up, it was a communist country. So, you know the way that we talk about the hardships and things that we went through? Well, he came from a country that was a communist country. And you can imagine the difficulties and the challenges and the conditioning that you have with that, being under that place. He has a fantastic story to share here today, and this is his dream to speak here in front of you guys. And I know that he's going to be speaking in front of thousands and thousands of people, because he's a guy that he gets an idea in his head and he does it, 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 and he persists. And his attitude is infectious. If you talk about physiology, have the right physiology, the right language, the right energy, the right spirit, it's incredible. So I want you to open your hearts and your minds and welcome my good friend to the stage, Daniel Connection.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Stevie, for introducing me. I would like to share this story with you before I came here. Okay, how I find out about this knowledge. Okay, that when I was 20 years old, I was working everywhere. I tried to get money because we didn't have a lot of money at home, and I was trying to give some money to my mom. And I remember I went to clean the house of a very, very rich lady, and I cleaned the house, and at the end of the day, she gave me 50 zloty. That was equivalent to 1 week wage, okay? I was like, yes! I'm going disco, I'm going this, and chasing women and all, yeah? Happy days, woo! And she told me, listen, Daniel, I know this 50 zloty, you go chase women and disco, horse the beers and have fun, yeah? But I'm telling you something. Go downstairs, there's a bookshop. Go downstairs, there's a bookshop, and when you go downstairs and you go through the alley, you turn right, and the last shelf, there are books. Choose one of the books and just buy it. It's like, what? I never read the book. I never read the book, even the small one. And she wants me to go and buy the book. But I was so impressed because she went from when she was 18 years old, and she was in poverty, she hadn't got any money at all, and she now is sitting telling me in front of me, and she's the richest woman in all my area where I was living, driving Mercedes and all. And I was like, oh my God, I have to listen to her. Then I said, okay, Daniel, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Just go, I know it's 50 zloty, but just go, okay. I went, hello, hi, I'm looking for some inspiration books. Yeah, straight ahead and last shelf. And I just went there, and I was like, okay, which book? Okay, just took this book. And that was the book, okay? I was like, what? Tworzenie pieniędzy? Creating money? Success strategies? 48 złotych. No way. Just went to her, picked up my stuff, and she says, did you buy the book? No. Why? Because it's a lot of money. As I told you, it's your choice to go, have this 50 zloty, reach Daniel in disco, chasing women, drinking beer and all, or if you buy this book, we'll change your thinking. I was like, thinking? I'm a smart guy, I don't need to, learn from the books how to think. But she told me just go and buy it. And she said it very strongly to me. And I had very respect, she was like that. She's still like that. And I said, okay. I went there, went to this shelf, took this book, went to the lady and said, okay, I want to buy this but I didn't want to. And this 50 zloty was hard to me to give it to her. I could just get 2 zloty back. Well, even I couldn't buy cigarettes. That time I was smoking. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. Then I went home and I said, and what I did with the book, I just put it on the shelf. Yeah? Put it on the shelf. I never read the books. Yeah? Then 2 weeks went by and I was sitting and boring at home and looking at the shelf. I was like, oh my God, I paid fortune for this book. Why am I not reading this book? Then I went there and, okay, Daniel, you can do it. You never read the books. You always copy from some friends at school. But just read this book. Maybe we'll do something to you. And there was an exercise. And there was a key to visualize. Okay? And there was an exercise where you go and sit on the comfortable position and just imagine that you're in a room like that. And you see the colors, the smell, you touch, you see, you hear, yes? And just close your eyes and imagine this room. And I was imagining that time, my house, my living room. And I see, okay, very dark walls. There was a small TV and it was black. There wasn't color TV. And there was just sofa and the table to eat. And I was like, and this book told me to shift and just imagine really, really nice living room or whatever I want. And I started imagining, wow, nice color TV, sofa, furnitures like good shelves where I can put all my stuff. And just imagine, I started imagining that everything is gold because this lady had gold in the house, and I just imagined that everything is gold. Everything in this house is in gold, 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 gold. I just imagined that, okay? And after that, the book was told me to open my eyes and come back to reality. I was like, okay. But the book said, congratulate for the sofa you sleep in, for the table you eat your food. And I said, okay, thank you. But I wasn't sure I want to thank you for that. But I did that. Just do it, yeah? Then I just put what I did with the book, I put the book away and I forgot about it. Yeah? This stuff doesn't work, but I was like, but I love this room. I just love to have a new living room. And I remember I was watching, there was like a lottery in Poland. Who paid your house? And the company was paying, you were phoning and you win the lottery, and they were coming to your house and put all the furniture in your house and paint the walls and all. I was like, yeah, I want to win. But I didn't win, okay? Then I didn't give up. I just went, remember there was Saturday morning, I went on the supermarket. There was a lady selling pictures and she told me, if you buy this picture, I help you decorate your house. I was like, what? Yes. If you buy this picture, it's 20 zloty, I help you to decorate your house. I was like, happy days. Okay. She says, well, I'm architect, but in apprenticeship. And I help people decorate the houses, and I can do this for free if you just buy this picture. Okay, I just bought it, and she said, well, Daniel, I know you. You're this lad who is always running about and doing bad things in front of my house and doing graffitis, because I was skate that time, you know, trousers like that, you know, sweet to the beat and all this, yeah? And she said, I know you, you're this bad guy, and whatever. And she says, well, I'm going to tell you something. I come to your house and tell you how to do your house. I say, happy days. She came on Monday and she says, whatever you don't like, just paint. Whatever you don't like the colors, just think what colors you want to have and just start painting. I was like, and that's it? Yes, that's it. She's really an apprenticeship. Okay, then what I did, I just listened to her. I went to the shop and bought a spray. Okay, guess which color? Gold, that's right. I went home and I started painting everything. A lamp, pictures, a vazon, you know, table, everything was in gold, yeah? I was like, oh my God, this house looks really rich now. Woo! Happy days. And my aunt was calling me because my mother was away for 4 weeks on holiday, and my aunt was look after me, and she phoned, Daniel, everything is okay? Yes, everything okay. Nothing happened? No, nothing happened. I'm just paying the house. What? Yeah, I'm paying the house. Where did you get money from? Well, I don't have money. Would you lend me money? She was mommy, and after, yeah, well, if you clean my house, then I can pay you the money. I said, okay, lend me the money and I will pay the house, thank you. Then I went, clean her house, she gave me the money, and I paint walls in blue and orange and different colors, okay? But they were like the colors which I want to have, okay? An old house I did. And my aunt came and says, wow, this looks really good. Really good. She wasn't impressed about lamp and different things, but the walls was good. And she says, listen, I'm buying sofa 2 days time, and I can give you my old sofa. And plus I got some furnitures from my children's room, but I'm gonna probably change it. Then I can give you some furnitures. I was like, yes! And finally, remember my mom came home, and I said, Mom, I have a surprise to you, etc., but don't be, you know, you could be very surprised. Oh my God, what did you do? Did you burn the house? No, I didn't. Then she came, and she was impressed. She was like, oh my God. She was so happy because she had the furniture, she had the, what do you call, shelves, etc., yeah? She had the furniture, she was so happy. But I remember she went and said, Daniel, you see this lamp? You see this lamp? This lamp is 5th generation lamp. We give it to another generation, and it's in gold. Okay? It's still there, it's still in the house, okay? But that time I was like, oh my God, this stuff from this book is really working. Okay? Then after that I decided, well, okay, I actually made my house. Happy days. Then I sit again, and I was sitting, what I want to do. And I never had inspiration, who I want to be. I thought I'm worthless, I'm no good, I'm always bad boy, I'm gonna end up in jail and all that stories. And I said, well, my aunt had the dream that I'm gonna speak English. Okay? I said, well, I don't have a dream, but she has a dream, I'm gonna make her dream come true. Okay? Then I sit and I just imagine that I'm talking to a guy who's in a suit and tie, and he's talking to me, and I'm looking at him, and I don't understand him. Okay? And I was visualizing this every day for 30 days, I remember, and 5 minutes just, okay? And of course what I did with the book, put away, forgot about it. And I remember I was selling cars, and one of the customers said, well, there's an interview, the guy's coming from Northern Ireland, and they are doing interviews to get some workers to decorate a blind system, a blind factory. Blinds, yeah? Yes. Windows, yeah. Okay, thank you. And I said, ooh, that's that. I can be there, I have to be there. Boom! Okay, what I have to do? I have to find out where they are. Okay, when they are running this. Then she told me, well, it's only 3 days. I was like, oh my God, 3 days learning English? I was just speaking Russian and German that time. I was like, oh my God, I don't speak any English at all. Then I said, okay, I have to prepare myself. What I have to do? Okay, Polish way. Find the lady who's the interpreter and pay her to be good for Daniel. Then I started searching, okay, and I find her 200 miles from my house. My best friend went with me, and I bought her Jack Daniels, chocolates and all, and said, hello, hi, I'm Daniel, and yeah, you just pass by, and you know, will be on the interview, and here's some chocolates for you, and Jack Daniels, you know. Oh, thank you. Okay, happy days. Boom. Next step, what I have to do. okay, I have to speak English. Then I phone all my friends. Give me the books, give me this, give me some help. They all give me the books. And I was like loaded with all those books on the table. I was like, oh my God. 3 days and I have to read all of this. I even didn't read this book to the finish. Okay, I have to learn basic language, which will help me. Then I start, okay, mein Name is Daniel. That's a good one, yeah. I am come from Poland. Yeah, that's a good one. Blinds, okay, because they like blinds, okay. I love working blinds. Yeah, that's a good one. And I was just repeating over again. I remember the day came and the interview was 5 o'clock. And from 8 o'clock, guess what? I had diarrhea all day. All day. I was so stressed that I was really, you know, oh my God, I have to go there. Come on, you have to do it. And my one half was saying, "Dad, you can't do it, just let it go, you can't speak." But I said, no, that's my dream, I want to go, no matter what. I went there. And remember, and they all were fluent. They were like degrees of English. They were like, oh, from my point of view, you know, all those, the words which I didn't even thought now about it. And I was like, oh my God, I have to pass. And there was 50 people. And they called everyone to the room. And I sit in the first chair, like Norik is sitting now. And I remember, they were calling person. Guess who was the first? You. Yeah, chocolate lady. Okay? Daniel. Then I just sit there. Hello. Hello. What is your name? Mein Name is Daniel. Okay. Your surname? I am come from Poland. Okay, we know you are come from Poland. We are in Poland, okay. Are you interested in building the blinds, or did you do any work with wood? Are you experienced with that? I love working blinds. And they said, listen, you got a job because you're gonna bring a lot of laughs to our team. And I was like, woo! And the interpreter, of course, the interpreter, of course, told me that I got it, yeah? And I was like, yes. And I said, oh, sorry, because there was all were laughing, like 50 people behind me, and those guys. But I didn't care, I got it. No matter what, I don't care, yeah? Then I went and I was like, yes, I phoned my aunt and said, listen, I'm going to Northern Ireland, I'm gonna work there and all. And then she was like, oh my God, you know how bad is there? You know, they might shoot you, they might burn your house. There was a story doing on the camera when people were coming there, you live in the cupboard. I said, well, okay, I have to bring someone with me. And she says, well, Adrian is really bad. He had some setbacks. Would you help him? Of course I will help him. Then I phoned, who? Chocolate lady. Yes, Daniel here, etc., etc. I have a cousin who wants to come, etc. Oh, it's too late. They already away. Okay. Would you keep in mind if something come up? Okay, no problem. Next day, I get a phone call. Oh, Daniel, listen, the one person couldn't fly. We have another one space left, but he needs to do the interview over the phone. Okay? I was like, okay, no problem. I knew Adrian passed A level of English. Yes, no problem. I arranged everything. And there was a phone call at 3 o'clock in his house. They were calling him. And I remember I phoned Adrian, are you okay? Yeah. I said, listen, I'm coming at 2 to just help you prepare to talk with them. No problem, happy day. Then I'm coming, and he's like that. Oh my God, can't talk. And I'm telling him, listen, you can't, I couldn't talk, and I was talking, you know, just go for it. No, I can't. 3 o'clock, phone is ringing, and he ran to the room. I was like, oh my God. Hello. Mein Name is Adrian. I am come from Poland. I love working blind. Yes. And they end up, and the interpreter for me, yes, he got a job, happy days, etc. He's going with it. Woo! I'm going with her. Yeah. Then we arrived to Northern Ireland, and they told us to work as much as you can, earn money, and go home because they will shoot you for your house. That was the story. Serious, that was the story. And I remember I was working for the Cola blind, of course, and I was working, cleaning schools and all, yeah? And I remember there was a sad story in Decorah where I was interpreter after 3 months in Decorah, helping people fill the forms for the banks and all, and there was a jealous girl who wants to do the same job, and she was always doing this, and I basically was angry, and I said, F off from me. And she went to the supervisor, and my contract was cancelled, yeah? And I didn't have extension. Then I went to my cousin, Adrian, and I said, listen, Adrian, your contract is extended, and you are getting house. I'm homeless without a job. Would you help me, and I can live till I find a job? He says, no problem, no problem. That was agreed, yeah. And he says, well, I can help you with that. Next day, he says, listen, Daniel, I got some friends who wants to live with me, and they're good friends with me. I'm gonna live with them, not with you. And that time I was like, I just went from the canteen, closed the doors because they all were laughing, started crying, and I just said, I want to prove it to all of them, to all of you. They're gonna be better so high than you all. I remember Susan came and I told her the same. Then next day, because I was cleaning jobs and all, then I got a phone call that you get a job in what do you call it? Next factory called Creative Commons, and I got a job for £8 an hour. Yeah! That time out, the Decorah was giving just $4.80. I was like, yes. Then I was moving on and moving on and moving on till I was earning £40 an hour, and there was a time in this factory where I was press operator, it was warm, very warm, and Mickey said, Daniel, come on, we're gonna go for a glass of water. We went, drink the water, and I was like, look, beautiful sunshine is here. And you know, people are just earning the same amount of money, and they're just enjoying the sunshine. We are here in press operators in sweaty job. And he says, well, we're gonna live here for, this is the best thing which could ever happen. £40 an hour, and you're working here, and you know, we're gonna live here for 20 years. I was like, what? 20 years? No way. I'm gonna prove you that I'm gonna get the same money and a job where I'm gonna enjoy the sunshine, okay? And I did that, and I had this job in Old Warren for the government. And I remember I was visualizing. I remember there was a time when I had some setbacks, and I took another book and I started visualizing again. And I'm sitting in front of the important guy, and he had the suit and tie, etc., etc. And I just imagined that there's a glass building, okay, glass building. Beautiful glass building, and stairs and nice office and all. And I was so impressed, and I was like, yeah, I want to be Mr. Important, yeah, suit, tie, yeah, okay. And I put the book away, okay? Then I went doing the job for Old Warren. I was helping integrate people and stop racist attacks. We had even one football player, Robert, and we put him in the local team, loyalist team, okay? And wherever he scored the goals, yeah, he was crossing himself, okay? And all loyalists were like, oh my God, what are you doing now? And went to the manager, and the manager said, as long as he scored the goals, I cross myself. Okay, that was a big thing. I was like, yeah, it's working. Then after that, big politicians were interested to meet me, and one of the Lisbon mayor wants to meet me. I remember the time I arrived by taxi. I was like, okay, that's the building. Okay, glass building, Civic Center in Lisbon. I went through the doors, glass stairs. Okay, glass stairs. I'm walking, and and the secretary said, Daniel, sit down, and the mirror will be with you within a minute. I said, okay. I'm sitting, waiting, okay, and he's coming back door, and he said, hello, and I was like, hello. And he was talking to me, how impressed he is about the job and all that, etc. And I didn't understand him. I was like that. And he thought I impressed about his speaking, but I wasn't. I was so impressed. That was the guy which I was visualized in Poland, sitting on a chair. Not the guy who was just similar to him. That was exactly the same face, suit, tie, etc. You know, that is miracle. That is massive. That if you see it yourself, in a picture, if you are there already, you're gonna have it. Okay? And don't worry how. I'm gonna just show you a quick. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, quick steps to visualize. And I tell you, if you practice this every day, it's gonna work. Okay? Okay? First is 5 minutes max. Don't go over 5 minutes. Because when you go over, you know, you start getting boring and all, then just 5 minutes sharp every day. Okay? Second, imagine being in this picture and use the 5 senses. Like, you sit on the chair, yeah, I see the guy, he's talking to me. I'm touching the leather chair. Yeah, I'm wearing a nice suit, and I just feel it, and I just feel it. Okay, use the 5 senses. Like you driving the car, then just who watched The Secret? Yeah, do you remember the guy driving the car? What he's doing? He's not sitting. What he's doing? He's like. Yeah? What he's doing? He's using his emotions. Yeah? Do this with emotion. Emotions. Yeah? Everyone understand me? Sorry. Yeah? Emotions. It's important that you use emotion. You enjoy driving this Lamborghini or whatever, Volkswagen Beetle. It doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy it. As long as you enjoy it and feel it and say, hello Mark, how are you? You know, you're driving your car. You're driving your car physically. That's what I do. And be inside the dream, not outside. Most people look at the window of the car and, oh, I wish to be there. I wish to be there. I wish to be there. That doesn't bring you in your dream to come true. You have to be in it. You have to be in it. This is very important. And the 5th step, end result. Think about end result. You meet, like I was visualizing end result, meeting this guy, or driving the car, or you in the position of your car, or helicopter, whatever you think, sitting and you're inviting people to your car that you already, it's already belongs to you, and you're saying, yeah, it's nice, and yeah, 300 horsepower, you know, or 400, yeah, it's important. And as well, never think how it's gonna come, okay? How we'll figure out, yeah? Do we know Satnav? Satnav, yeah? Yeah? If you go from Dublin to Belfast, okay? And you turn to Cork, what the GPS will do, or Satnav will do? Will calculate the quickest way to go back, Belfast, yeah? And that's what the manifestation, that's what the universe is doing. We'll figure out the ways, like my factory space and all. And I'm now here in my picture because I want to be a motivator speaker. Okay? And take action. Take action means, if you want to get this car, Then just what do you have to do? Just what?
Believe and take action.
Believe and take action. Go and say, well, I just have I'm interested to drive this car. Oh, do you have money? They ask me, do I have money for this car? Of course I have a castle in Poland. Yeah, I want to drive this car. So what? I don't care. As long as I feel it and I'm there, I'm gonna bring it to me. Okay? The same with the house. If you want to buy the house, I do this when I coach. Go inside the house, touch the furniture, sit in the furniture, pretend you're watching TV, and do it. Action, 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 action. Do it, 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 do it. Action, action, action. Okay? Thank you very much.
First class. Everybody stand and give Daniel a big cheer. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, you're back. Well done. That was fantastic. Very inspirational story. Yeah, absolutely.